Hey guys, so one of the things that we run into from time to time is within the church is people talking about things like church hurt. And I don't mean to diminish that in any way. I'm sure that there are churches that have legitimately hurt people for various numbers of reasons. It's not like pastors and elders and stuff like that are without flaw and don't have the ability to wrongfully hurt someone. But that being said, it's been my experience that a lot of the people claiming church hurt were people who were held accountable for doing something and didn't like it, and thus responded in such a way that that caused them to leave a congregation and say that they were hurt by the church, that the church was judging them. I want you to kind of think about this in perspective a little bit. If you had a good friend, maybe a workout partner or something like that, you guys are going to the gym and he notices that you're doing squats, but you're doing it wrong. Like you're bending really hard with your back, or you're doing something like, deadlifts or something, and your form is just horrible. Like you're going to do damage to yourself. And your friend walks up to you and stuff. I mean, he's your workout partner. He's the guy, he's on the road, he's on that path with you. And he walks up to you and he's like, dude, seriously, you got to start bending at your legs more. I mean, you got to make sure that you're getting in deeper and maybe lessen that weight before you start moving up so high and stuff. You're gonna do some serious damage to your back. You wouldn't look at that guy and be like, oh, you're so judgmental, you're so hateful, and then go and find another gym or another workout partner. If this is a guy that you have trusted to work out with you, to watch your back, so to speak, then it's implied that this guy has your best interest at heart, even if some of the things that he says aren't necessarily liking to you on the surface. And in very much the same way, the people that you go to church with, again, I'm not saying this is the case everywhere, but the people that you go to church with should be those people who have your best interest at heart. In fact, the biblical definition for love that people like to throw around is not an emotion or anything like that. It's a desire, it's a motive to seek someone else's highest good. I want what's best for you. I want you to make that lift. I want you to genuinely get your PR today, but I don't want you to pull a muscle in the process and end up being out for 6 months, or maybe being out permanently. And in very much the same way in the church, I want what's best for you. I want you to continue going on, and I want you to watch me and watch my form and make sure that I'm not screwing it up either. That's not church hurt, guys. That's love. That is genuine Christian love, because the idea is that we have in our mind here in the West is that I can make some profession, I can go get baptized, and that it makes zero difference what I do with my life beyond that. And guys, you're simply just not reading your Bibles if you think that's the case. God gave us the church. Jesus gave us the church to watch out for one another, to love one another, to make sure that we stay on the path together, to hold each other accountable, and to make sure that one of us is always watching the other one's back. That's Christian love. That's accountability. That is not church hurt. The vast majority of people that I see claiming church hurt just get up and they go and they find another church. The problem is that they go to another church where nobody knows them. There's no intimate fellowship or relationship or whatever, and they feel warm and welcome and stuff because they can walk willfully in the damaging conduct that they're in, with zero accountability and with zero conviction whatsoever. And that's dangerous, guys. So something I want you guys to think about, something to consider moving forward.